Hello, everybody. Let me see. Welcome to my messy, messy, messy life. um, I have just started, and yeah. All right. So I decided to put it this way. Hopefully, it doesn't decide to like switch over all of a sudden. Let me get myself all fixed up here. All right. Anybody coming in, say hello. Yeah, I know. I kind of put it sideways and stuff, but I wanted to see. Let's see if the sound is good. Yeah, I kind of put it. Yep, the sound is good. So it's kind of like a little bit weirdly sideways, but just never mind that for now. You'll be able to see. Um, we're doing a braid today. A braid of intention. What's a braid of intention? And why? Why would I want to do a braid of intention? Well, sometimes we just need a little bit more, I don't know, putting the mind space in a place where things start happening. Because we oftentimes think of things, but then we don't really follow through, or we think about it in a moment and then it goes away. Hello, Kevin. And I just wanted to take some time to make something. Why do we make these things? Well, it's a little like meditation. Let's just put it this way. You start doing something, you get focused on a task, even when you're painting or doing something artful, and then you start like getting into it, right? Your mindset is completely concentrated on it. So that's the reason why I want to do a braid. Hi, Sandra. Hello, everybody. I know it's kind of weird. It's not tarot, but it's okay. So I did a little bit beforehand. I did these last night because I'm not going to be here for like hours doing it. I just want to do it. Now, if you want to bring out your stuff and start doing yours, whether or not you finish or, when you're here, you'll get the gist of what I'm doing here. And I took some twine last night. I'm going to try and not hit the camera cord here. And, oh, here we go. I made a few things that I wanted to tie in. Now, believe it or not, this is the first time that I'm doing this. I'll put it over here so you guys can see what I'm bringing in. I tied them to certain things so that I could tie it to the braid. It's not difficult. I mean, basically it's just making a braid and then tying the things to it as you go. What else do I have here? Okay. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? No. Okay. And it's just kind of putting your thoughts and intentions on what you want to be doing, right? What you want to be feeling. Now, don't forget to hit that like button. Okay, that helps you guys just as you're coming in, just click on it. Let me see. Anybody else say hello here? Okay. All right, so it's not difficult. It's a braid, you guys. If you know how to make a braid, there's 3 strands. I have something that's like a shoelace, and then I have like something that I got from what was wrapped in one of these tablecloths. And this is a 9 bow braid or whatever they call it, a 9 intention braid. You can make it 3, you can make it 6, you can make it 12, you can make whatever you want. Okay, there's no rules really. What you're gonna do is you're gonna tie them up at certain spots, and then you can hang it up, and it's almost like a vision board of some in a way, because it's kind of reminding you what you're working for, what you're working on, or what you want in your life, right? What's important. I put a little bit of both. Um, the first one I'm going to attach on mine is this one here. This one is a reminder of who I am. This is the reminder of how far I've come. It's not really an intention, but it's just something that shows me the best traits, the even the stuff that was dissonant in my life, how it became resonant. You have like the wheel of a ship, but the anchor as well. The anchor taught me how to get free, right? It also taught me how to be grounded, just like the wheel has taught me how to navigate my own ship. You have the I, the knowledge, you have the yin and the yang, the difference between the feminine and masculine, the push and the pull. That's been a big part of my life. And this one has, it says here, kind, free, true, peace, brave, strong. Okay. So it's got all of these here coming in. And thankful, compassionate, happy. Also have Pisces because, well, we're Pisces. I have the owl. It's part of my life path number 5, turning wisdom into teaching, right? And and strong is beautiful. I've been strong. And then there's the infinity loop to show, I don't know, how we are infinite. Like it shows all the traits. It reminds me of how far I come and who I am. So what I'm going to do is I've never really done this, and I might be doing it wrong, by the way. But what you do is you start your braid, and then, oh my God, I think I've forgotten how to braid. It's been too long, you guys. I haven't done braids in a long time. Okay. Okay, it's coming back to me now. All right. So that's what you do. You start, it'd probably be better if it was anchored somewhere. Like if you can tie it to something and then start braiding, probably a lot better. Just a little tip here. I'm not going to, I'm just going to do it the hard way because it's probably going to look awful now. Which old Jane would have said, oh my God, don't do it that way. But I'm going to. All right. So I'm going to braid. Yes, yes. What I probably should have done is tied this right at the top. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tie it right at the top to show everything there have been. You just have to tie it around. This is the first one I'm tying it right at the top. It's not rocket science, you guys. Okay? I'm basically showing you what my goals, what I want in my life, where I've been. I'm sure somebody's going to come in and say, Jane, you're making this harder than it needs to be. That's not the point. The point is it's making you think, right? It's making you think for a moment, like, and I think there's symbolism in the bow as well. Like when it's like, that's where the intention, right? It's locking it in. So you lock it in with a little, right? There you go. All right, and then you just basically keep going down. So what I'm going to be sharing really is where I'm going with this, right? I did put like little points where I would, like I could probably put another one here. The next place I'm going to put is this is oh my God, and I forgot the name of it. You guys know what this is? I forgot the name of it, but it belonged to my grandmother, and it is a beautiful pendant to just bring in the ancestors, right? The wisdom of them that come in and give you a lot of knowledge, right? I can't believe I forgot that. My brain's on zero today. I had to deal with insurance people today, and that always gets me a little bit gone. You could actually put it probably like put it inside of the braid, inside of the knotting, but right now I'm putting it on the outside. What I should do is just braid it, because that's probably what they would tell you to do. You do it whatever way you want. Jane is not going to be here to tell you you're doing it wrong or you're doing it right. You do it whatever way feels right to you. Like I said, the idea is to just kind of say, this is what I want. This is my intention. This is where I want to go in life. This is what's important to me. And what's important to me right now, I think I might just braid it all the way along and maybe just tie it into the braid as I go. Yeah, let's do that. I'll just braid it now. So, how have you guys been? Let me know if you've come in, you've just joined. Yes, I'm learning how to do a braid very badly today. I wish I had somebody holding it at the other end. It's much easier when you're doing a braid in your own head because the hair is attached to your head. So like I said before, if you can tie the other end somewhere, probably a lot easier to do a braid. What I'm doing is I'm pulling it as I go. Okay. Is it still in the camera? Yeah? Okay, good. Why am I doing that? Because your intentions are important this week, Pisces. We started out this week. We have to get clear on what we want in our lives. Crystal clear, okay? It's not just maybe, possibly. It's what do you want to do with your life? Where you want to go? What does it sound like? What does it look like to you? What does it smell like, right? The more you do this, the better it will be for you in the future. Because you'll be clear and you'll be able to guide it a lot better to know. One of the reasons that I put some black in here is, of course, for the yin and the yang, right? A lot of light, a little bit of dark. That's the way our world is. Well, that's the way I like mine. You got to put a little darkness in. Why? Because it tells you the difference. It shows you where the dissonance is, right? You don't do it on purpose. That's not what I meant. But I mean that when it comes in, it doesn't take you by surprise. You're not always holding your breath, thinking that nothing, nothing's going to come in to disrupt. It's like living in all positivity, right? In a world of crap. That's not optimism, that's avoidance. So I don't like avoidance. I like being positive. I like finding solutions to things, but I'm not going to throw my head in the sand. And I think sometimes we do that. When you overcome something, it makes you appreciate the light even more. And I guess that's all I'm saying. All right, so let's go. I know I'm taking forever to do this, but it's not looking too bad. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look too bad. See? So left, right, left, right. Looks pretty good. It's all coming back to me now, as Celine Dion likes to sing. All right. So we're just going. There's a lot more here than I thought, but I do have a lot of things here. Okay, that's the tension's getting weird here. Okay, you guys. So, you're all so quiet. What are you doing? Just watching me? Going, what the hell is she doing? Jane, what are you doing today? I thought you were a card reader, Jane. Yes, I am. I did. I read cards today. I read cards for you guys for a week from now, I think. I do them ahead of time so that you never ever run out. Never ever, no matter what. So that even if I get sick or go on holidays, you always have something. I do put up the videos for the week of, but you know what? I think my readings are pretty general in nature. They've got advice in them for life, right? All right. We just got off the tail end of a heat wave here, so we're able to open windows today, which was nice. Um, if it's not a heat wave, it's a wildfire, so it's yeah, it's been a bad summer here. I haven't been able to really enjoy it. So, and we're already in August. So, yeah. Okay. I'm getting to the end of it, so then we can start attaching stuff to this thing. You should probably be thinking of your intentions. I see that I have my pen here. This is a fuzzy pen. Look at this. Isn't that cute? It's more for, it's more cute than anything else, but it's also to remind me that I am a writer at heart. So that's what I should be focusing on as well. I used to have huge imagination, no surprise, as a Pisces. And yeah, there's also like some charms here that are for money. And yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't want it, right? And it's not to become like multimillionaire, it's just to be self-sufficient. My idea with money is if I don't need to think about money, then I have enough money. In other words, if I'm living comfortably and I don't have to worry about it, then we're good. I'm good. I don't need a ton of it, or think about it day in, day out would be more what I'm thinking about. Okay. What else do I have here? I have a key. So again, it's to kind of bring in that hope, not hopefully, but I would like the keys to show up when I need them, right? All right, so how do I tie this up at the end? I don't have an elastic. Let's just make a knot. Let's just make a knot at the end, if I can. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys. There you go. That wasn't too bad, was it? Hey, the end of the rainy season, the hot, sunny season is arriving. Ah, good. I hope it's not as hot as it was over here, because it was really hot. It was ridiculous hot. Yeah, I have a little knife here that I'm trying. There you go. All right. So, as you can see, I have my braid. It's all ready, and I've got my first thing at the top here where I've been. Okay. I also have love. That's a little that's a little heavy. It's an eraser. I don't know how long it's going to be there. Maybe I'll put it at the bottom so that it gives it some weight. Like I said, I have money. I have uh, a crown, and the crown here is for sovereignty, right? To be the ruler of my own life, right? Okay. So let's start with one by one what they are. First one I'm going to put is my grandmother's charm, because it reminds me of her. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put it in the braid. I'm going to open it up and just wrap it in so that it's kind of part of it, right? There we go. This is to remind me where I come from, how beautiful she was. She was a very wise woman. She was a funny woman. People came to see her for advice all the time because she sounded so wise and knowing and beautiful. I'm going to put a little bow in honor of her too at the end, like here. If I can, it's hard with twine, but there you go. Her name was Jeanne. She had a beautiful soul and she made me laugh all the time. She never treated me like a child. She treated me like a friend. And she loved me unconditionally. She took care of me when I was young in the worst times of my life. She was an example of who I wanted to be in my life. And she needed to be part of my braid because she reminds me where I come from and who I want to be in my life to other people. A guide, a help. Okay. Next up, we'll put the sovereign. Why not? This is to remind me that I am the master of my own life and that I will keep being that person. I've worked hard to get here. And no matter what happens, no matter what it looks like, I want to keep being that person. I want to stand in my power and in what I believe in, and sometimes stand for others when they need it from me because I know what it is to stand alone. So that's my intention, to stay this way. I'm already this way, but I want to continue being this way. Oh, it doesn't want to go through. Oh, there it is. I was gonna go. This is gonna be the hard part, putting it through the braid. I guess that's the intention, right? So you see what I'm doing? I'm kind of talking about it and putting the incantation. Even if you don't have anybody to talk about, you can actually talk about it to your guides, or you can just say it out loud. Who cares, right? Talk. If you want to, you can come back in the comments and leave a comment. Just leave me a comment. I'm putting this in my braid because of this. I'll listen. I'll read it. I will listen to it with you. Oh yeah, this twine was probably not the best thing. It's all frayed and annoying. Okay, let's keep going though. Let's try. Let's give it our best shot. Okay, that's good enough. There you go. Now I have my crown. Okay, so what else do I have here? Um, at one point I want to put my pen in here. Maybe in the middle. Maybe in the middle so that it kind of dangles out of the way. What do I do? What do I do? What is this one, by the way? This one is, oh, live the life you love. Yeah. That's to remind me that everything that I do, videos for you guys, I love this. Writing, I love this. Everything that I do, I need to put love into it. When you resonate in love, your life goes so much better. It goes so much better. The days are easier to live through on this planet, honestly. Okay. I know there's going to be days where it's not going to feel that way, and that's fine. And there's going to be tasks sometimes that don't feel a whole lot like love. Like, example, washing a toilet is not exactly a thing of love, but the reason I do it is to keep a space clean for me. Yeah, and this also frays like nothing. Okay, don't use twine. Not a great idea. Just, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I recommend you not to do it. I won't next time. All right, so let's put it through and let's lock it in. Oh, I thought I had put it through. I guess I hadn't. I faked myself out. It wasn't through. All right, all right. Okay. So, And I know you guys are going to say, where's your tarot card for your braid? I don't need it. I'm already living that intention. I thought of it though. I thought of it for a second. But then I thought, nah. I probably would have put it in the first one. This is to remind myself when I go for things, because sometimes I think, oh, I'll do that. I've got to remind myself what reason am I doing it for? It's easy sometimes to get caught up in things where you're thinking, oh, I'll do it for money, right? Um, and then you start thinking about it and going, yeah, I ain't gonna do that for the rest of my life. So it's like, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. It's easy because I mean, we live in a world where everything's about money. Well, most things, right? It has to be. It's sometimes we need it to eat, live, etc. Unfortunately, if it was different, it would be so much more fun. Maybe not. Maybe it wouldn't be as much fun. Because, I mean, if you live to the challenge and you make it through things, it gives you a sense of accomplishment. So I'm going to put the next one is money. But like I said, I put the big money thing, the big pentacle, and the little pentacle. Because depending on, I don't need a whole lot. I'd need the bare minimum and I'd be happy. So it's not a big deal. It's a big deal, but not a big deal. If I make a lot, yay. If I don't, it's also okay. But I still would like to invite it into my house, to my life. It's not evil. Right now, it's comfort. It's what lets me continue living my life the way I want it. So I'm going to invite it in as intention. And by the way, this doesn't need to cost you any money. You can take items. I do have charms here, so that's easy. It's easier for me, but that pen wasn't a charm. You can just, whatever represents something, right? All right, so time to put the pen, the huge pen on my intention. I don't know if I should just stick these two at the bottom. Yeah, I'll put these two at the bottom. We'll continue with the other ones. The next thing I wanted to put in was I saw a unicorn. I thought it was so cute. The unicorn for me represents being my authentic self, the unicorn in the room, the person who's not doing the thing that everybody does, who refuses the normal or what people call normal and does her own thing. Because I was never meant to be just like doing what other people were telling me to do. It was meant to blaze my own trail. But we forget that. It's the way we were raised a lot of the times. But, I'm not going to sit here and blame anybody. They just taught us what they knew. But it's different now. The world's changed. People are encouraged to be who they want to be. What a wonderful thing. And yes, while there are extremes to that, it's also very liberating in a lot of ways, right? It opens up the door to the rest of us that what would have been impossible at one point has now become possible. For example, when I was younger, to be a writer, you had to be accepted to a publishing house. And if that didn't happen, well, you just had a bunch of words on paper, right? You were unpublished. So it could be a long journey, it could be a never journey. But today you can self-publish, you can do all kinds of things. Now I'm even going to do a group on Patreon, so people can actually get to know the writer, not just read the book, right? You can share in the creativity. I mean, there's so many things now that you can do. It's amazing. So if you can think it, you might be able to do it. So just think innovatively. Be yourself. Be your own unicorn. Next up is the key. Like I said, the key to life, the key to, I don't know, everything, right? Never stop looking for keys. Never stop looking for doors to unlock for you. Because If you walk up to them and you expect them to open, most of the time it's because you don't even need a key. You are the key. So I want to be the key to my own doors. I don't want to ask for keys. I just want to, I don't know, open up my own doors, be my own magic. It's worked out pretty good so far, so I think I'm just going to continue doing it. There you go. I put another, and I'm putting little bows on everyone. Last one for this one is find a joy in your journey. I love this. This remember to have fun in life because again, sometimes it's a little bit the life you love, but it's important to me. This is when I have a hard time too. I tend to reduce things to tasks. Even my readings, I'll do it every once in a while. It's like, oh, I got this reading and that reading and this reading and everything else to do. And then if I'm not on time or I feel like I'm rushing and things are happening, I get upset. And then it becomes a task and a chore. Well, sometimes inspiration hits and sometimes it doesn't, right? Especially on my other channels where, they're just starting. I have a lot to do. I have to prioritize. I have to love my moments. And if I can't love my moments on that day, I can't force it. You shouldn't have to. Anything that you do in life, you should find the joy in it. Not repeat it till it's joyful. Actually find the joy. Not just go, I'm joyful, and then hope somehow that it happens. It's the idea of like, yeah, I'm joyful and it's true, right? Okay. So here's the last one, and then I'm going to add the love as the anchor and the pen together because love is important. The most important thing. It's a vibration that unlocks everything. It creates connection. It creates resonance. It creates beauty. It's how you get inspired. It creates babies. Well, no, that's sex, but it starts in love usually. I guess some people could say lust, but if you're Pisces, it's probably love. Pisces, the sign who are in love with love. If only people would be the same as us, right? So you have love at the end, and I'm going to tie the pen up beside it for my writing. I think I'm just going to tie it at the bottom here on the knot because it's getting a little crowded. And that'll be that. And then I have my braid of intention that I can just hang on a door, on the wall next to me, so that I can be reminded that of the things that I love, the things that I'm working towards, and through this entire video is able to talk to you about it. And even if I never ever looked at it, I just spent half hour of my day talking about my hopes and dreams. And there you go. The witch's braid is done. That's it. No big ceremony, no humongous magic, just intention, thought, and energy with beautiful dreams attached, beautiful frequencies attached to it, of everything you are and everything, your hopes and everything you can see. Because what you visualize and what you can look at in your life, it has a lot of power. I will walk in days and days with this in my mind. If I do happen to look up at it on the wall, I will see what I create and be reminded of this night with you guys and exactly what it meant. Magic isn't always just in cards. It's not just intuition. We have the power to create a lot of things from our energetic bodies. We've just forgotten to give it the time to develop into that state, or to really give it the time. We give time to chores, we give time to everything we need to do, or everything we think we need to do, but we rarely give ourselves the time to set out our intentions and put our energetic bodies in what we want and really let ourselves steep in it. And if we could, a lot more could happen. A lot more does happen when you do. I'm living proof of that. That's it, you guys. No fanfare, no big reveal, just this. It's meaningful. I hope you've enjoyed it. I enjoyed spending time with you. Next time, you guys are going to get a lot chattier. You have to get a lot chattier in here. I want to chit chat with you guys. I want to hear from you. Because, you know, you're my heart squad. You are. You're like, you're beautiful. I always feel your energy. I know you're there, even when you're silent. I will say, have a great evening. I won't keep you. Thank you for putting up with me from being late. And I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. There's another reading for the same kind of vibe for this week. And yeah, I'm sending a lot of love, light, blessings. Always, you guys. Be good. See you tomorrow.